So hello everyone, hello ma'am. So my report is all about for Unit 5. So which is my part topic which I report is about the evolutionary leadership theory. So I'll pick 5 questions for my classmates which he or she questions about my topic which is evolutionary leadership theory. So let's fight. So first questions is for a Rizami Kadosari. So here is the question. So what would a theory of evolutionary leadership even say? So the answer is the evolutionary leadership theory or ELT argues that humans possess specialized psychological mechanisms for solving coordinations problems through a leadership and followership. So, which means evolutionary leadership theory suggests that deciding whom to follow people use involved cognitive leader prototype. So, those prototypes are called a cognitive ancestral leader prototypes or the CELP. So which means it helps people choose the best persons to lead in specific situation. So the number two question. So what is meant by servant leadership? So the servant leadership is a leadership philosophy in which the goal of the leaders is to serve. This is different from traditional leadership, where the leader's main focus is to thriving in their company or organization. So, a servant leader shares powers, puts the needs of the employees first, and helps people develop and perform as highly as possible. So, instead of the people working to serve the leader exists to serve the people. So the number three questions. So what are the similarities and differences among the three leadership or the four leadership theory? So first is these are the things or following things where four leadership theory are having the same or some similarities. So due to the globalization, so the boundaries became weaker and the organizations become larger. So as influence of same created wider impact, concept of leadership is starting taking shape. So people got curious to know what makes some influence people across boundaries, especially in corporates. So let's talk about the differences among the four theory. So first is the trait theory. So the trait theory is about the certain characteristics which are required to become leader. So these characteristics were inbuilt or leaders were born with these traits. So that means that the trait theory belief leader are born and not made. So the second theory is behavioral theory. So this theory is about to emerge leaders who became influential, although they did not have all those traits required for leadership, but this gave birth to behavioral theory that leadership is nothing but certain behaviors which can be learned. So the third one is contingency theory of leadership. So even after learning behaviors of a leader, they were not effective all the time. So the contingency theory was developed, which states that is important to match leadership style with the situation. So the different leaders have different leadership styles to suits in different situations. So our focus was to identify leadership style and match it with the situation. So this theory had limitation as it believed leadership styles were fixed and it focused on matching with situation. So the last one is transformational theory. So what is this, or what can be the difference between the three theories? So the transformational theory is the focuses on influencing the followers. So as they name, they it suggests that bringing about the change or changes in followers' thinking by creating a shared vision, motivating so that the followers exhibit greater sense of ownership. So that is my response about the three questions. So let's move on about the two questions so that we can complete the five questions. So let's find another one. So where is it? It's about the evolutionary leadership theory. So first questions about the evolutionary leadership theory by Disarama is what, or give us a further explanation about uh, evolutionary leadership uh, theory. So as I said, the evolutionary leadership theory is a argues that humans possess specialized psychological mechanisms for solving coordination problems through leadership and followership. So, which means evolutionary leadership theory suggests that in deciding whom to follow, people use involve cognitive leaders prototypes. So, these prototypes are called cognitive ancestral leader prototypes, or CELP. So which means CELP is to help people choose the best person to lead in a specific situation. So the last questions uh, by Rama Adusei Rama is, who is Mark Van Gogh? So, and what is his contribution to organizational leadership or theory? So here is my response. So he is the uh, okay, wait a moment. So Mark Van Gogh is the uh, introduced, or the foundation, or the introducer by evolutionary leadership theory. So he is a professor of social and organizational psychology, University of Amsterdam and University of Oxford. So uh, for him, leadership is a vital management functions that helps to direct an organizations for improve efficiency and the achievement goals. So that's all about my report, having the five questions to be answered. And that's all, ma'am. Thank you.